To get started with the frame assembly, first you need to manufacture the parts as follows. You'd have your 8 longer pieces, you'd have 11 really short pieces, 3 vertical pieces, and 2 horizontal connects. Those are the vertical pieces, those are the horizontal connects. They look similar, be careful. And then you'll have a lot of T's you can use to connect them. So we start by connecting the longer pieces to the T's. These are going to be the main length of the robot. So make sure to connect 2 to each T, and you should have 4 pieces. That'll be the base of your build. Now once you have these connected, 2 of these would be your bottom and 2 of these would be your top. Just keep in mind the T's face inwards. You can now use the elbows to orient your T's in a manner that will be suitable to build the entire thing. So on the left we have our 2 bottom T's, and on the right we have the top T's, so that becomes the top of the frame and the bottom of the frame. Keep in mind the T's face inwards. So you can see in the bottom one we have to adjust a little bit, and you can adjust the T's at any step. There's no science to it. Now you can take the 2 shorter pieces, don't take the long one, the shorter one, and these will be your horizontal connects. These connect the frame together, the longer pieces horizontally. Now once you have these connected, you can start to add the additional T's and the smaller pieces. There are a lot of these, so just follow the video. You'll see a step-by-step process. So now, since that is our top side, we need to have our T's with one hole facing outwards to allow water to get in. Now in another T, connect 3 of the small pieces. This becomes a thruster mount on the top side. And then you can connect it like so, and now your top side is nearly complete. And the final step would be to add a piece that lets you attach it to the bottom. So once you have all the T's connected like so, that's your top piece. And that can be put aside, and we can move on to the lower part. So for the lower side, now these T's are going to help us connect our pitch thrusters. That means forward and backwards, as well as right and left. So just connect those pieces like so. Now that will allow us to connect the bottom piece to the top. That's why the holes are facing upwards. Now take 2 more of the smaller pieces. This will let you mount the pitch thrusters, and it's not shown in the video right now, but there's 2 more of these that we had misplaced at the time. But you'll add 2 more T's to the sides to mount the thrusters. Here you can see we're mounting the frame to the top, and that's kind of how it all sits together. And now we got the additional T's. Then you attach these to the sides, and that's your completed ROV frame. Your thrusters go in the front, and 1 goes on the top, and you have 2 inlets for water. Now we can move on to the assembly process. So we use the CMate Angelfish ROV kit for thrusters and any electronic controls. So when you open your box, you'll get the control box, and you'll get all of the thrusters assembled with a PVC truss that holds the wires in the middle. That's why you have an open spot in the frame. So the first step would be to attach the middle piece into jar, and you can see those are the thrusters, and all of the kits come with a cigarette lighter adapter. So basically this will allow you to connect the control box to power, and this also allows us to power the kit without having to use a heavy battery for internal power. So just keep in mind red to red and black to black. And once you connect that, you can then attach the cigarette lighter adapter to the jump pack. And it's a little finicky, so just get it in there, and then you can attach that to the jump pack, which will allow you to power the ROV. Now, to attach the thrusters, first you have the top thruster mount and the two side thruster mounts. So those side thrusters allow you to go front and back. So there's no easy way to attaching this, but it's modular, so don't worry about it. You're not going to break anything. So first, make sure that the back side of the tether is facing away from the pillar. So it should be facing on the side where there's pretty much a box. Now you can attach it, and you can see that the frame kind of disassembled itself in the attachment process. That is okay. Just twist everything back into place and then connect it all together. And then make sure the connections are tight so none of the parts come off when you deploy. Now you can see what thruster goes where. You'll see in the control box that these thrusters have colors. So your red and blue should be your two pitch thrusters. So this means that these thrusters will control going forwards, backwards, and if you only use one of them, it will go right or left depending on how you use them. So you can use the box to just see what thruster goes where. Now the individual thruster, the back one, goes on the top. So now we're attaching one of the thrusters to the frame, and keep in mind the propeller faces inwards, so it should be pointing towards the central T connector. And this goes for both sides. We do this to avoid getting tangled into weeds. There's still a chance of getting tangled, but it's a lot less when the propellers are facing inwards than when they're facing outwards. Now, carefully fit the other propeller through the frame as it sits on the top. You can disassemble more of the frame if you want to. That's totally up to you. Now, in this case, the propeller faces upwards. And that should be your completed ROV kit. And that's your control box. You can see blue is on our left and red is on our right. Now you can switch these, it doesn't really matter. It's totally up to you how you want to orient them. As you can see, it's pretty modular. Now, in case there is some give with your propeller, you can kind of see like it moves up and down, and when it's spinning, it could cause it to bend out of shape. This is where you can use some PVC cement that we've provided with the kits. So essentially, PVC cement is a fast-acting cementing agent, and as you apply it, you immediately put the PVC through, and it will lock the PVC joint or connection in place. So the steps to do this is apply some PVC cement in the T, and then carefully and really fast connect the T back into place and make sure it's oriented correctly. If you do this right, it will lock into place. Be careful because the PVC cement acts really fast, so you want to be prepared to attach it as soon as you attach the cement. And then you can disassemble the kit like so,